Hello friends, welcome to this session by Promac. I am Narsi Reddy. In this session, we will learn a topic in arithmetic, a pretty important topic from which you can expect some questions in any of the tests you write. So the topic is interest or simple and compound interest. This is a topic that deals with day-to-day events in life, so we all have some knowledge of it. I require a loan. I am in some financial problem. I come to you and ask you, hey brother, I am in need of some money. Can you please extend a loan of $10,000 to me? I will return the money to you after 2 years, or after 3 years, or after certain period of time. You say, okay Narsi, I love you, I like you, and I also want to give you the money. But my wife is asking me to buy a car. My child is asking me to take her on a vacation. I could as well spend this $10,000 and enjoy my life. What is the benefit I get if I give you this $10,000? I say, okay brother, if you give me this $10,000 loan, I will give you interest. So I will give you 5% interest per year or per annum. On every $100 you give me, you will get $5 extra at the end of 1 year. You say, okay, fine, thank you. So I like that. So you give me the money. You gave me a loan of $10,000. I agreed to give you 5% per annum interest on the money you gave to me, and I promised to repay the money after 3 years. In this, there are 3 things. The amount of money that you have gave to me is called principal. So the $10,000 is called principal, denoted with a term called P. The rate of interest that you are giving me is denoted with a term called R, which is 5% per annum. Interest could be decided per year, per month, per day, depending on the place and the situation and the culture. I said I will return the money to you after 3 years. So time is denoted as years, months, days, whatever, and denoted with T. So what is simple interest? What is compound interest? In this world, nobody gives money on simple interest. What is existing is compound interest, but for some reason in mathematical tests they ask a concept called simple interest. I will explain with this example what simple interest or compound interest mean. You gave me $10,000 and I promised to return the money to you after 3 years at 5% per annum interest. At the end of 1 year, you came and asked me, hey Narsi, give me back my money. I don't have, brother. Okay then, the interest that we agreed on was 5%. On $10,000, 5% is $500. So you have to pay me $500 interest. Okay, sure, when I am repaying, we will pay whatever interest. No problem. Compound interest also, 5% on $10,000, $500. For a period of 1 year, or for 1 unit of time, simple interest and compound interest are same. There is no difference. But from second year onwards, the situation changes. At the end of second year, you came and asked me the money. I said I don't have, I will give next year. Okay, then for this year, 5% on $10,000, again another $500 interest. Third year, again 5% on $10,000, $500 interest. So simple interest, irrespective of the number of years or time periods that we calculate, is always calculated on the principal. Simple interest is always calculated on the principal. So simple interest is constant every year. But in compound interest, the situation is different. I actually gave you $10,000. The interest for the first year is $500. At the end of second year, you come and ask me, hey Narsi, give me my money. No, I don't have. I will give you next year. Okay, I gave you 10,000. First 1 year interest is $500. So the amount I need to get from you total is 10,500. So the next year the interest will be calculated on the accumulated amount. For next year, the interest is calculated on the accumulated amount. I said perfectly fine. So what is the interest? So 10,500 into 5 by 100, which is $525. So the next year interest is $525. What is the total amount due at the end of second year? $11,025. At the end of third year, you come and ask me, give me the money. I say, how much I have to give? Till now, the total amount due from you is $11,025. So the interest is calculated on this amount. So which is $551.25. So as you can observe, when we say simple interest is constant. Irrespective of the amount of time you take money. But compound interest, at each time period it is becoming increased, because compound interest is always calculated on the cumulative amount which is due. First year is 500. 10,500 is the total outstanding. Next year interest is 5% of 10,500, which is 525. So at the end of second year, total outstanding is 11,025. The next interest is 5% of 11,025. So compound interest is calculated on cumulative amount. Simple interest is always calculated on principal. I hope you have understood this concept. Now, how do I calculate simple interest and compound interest? I say I gave you a loan of $5,000. So what is 5,000? Principal. At the rate of 10% per annum interest for 5 years. What is the simple interest due? Simple interest is always calculated by the rule PTR by 100. What is P? Principal. T is time period. R is rate % by 100. So at the end of 5 years, $5,000 at 10% per annum interest 5 years, how much money do I get? So the interest that is due is 2,500. So irrespective of the problem, all you need to do is simple interest is equal to PTR by 100. What is compound interest? Suppose I say, I gave you 5,000 rupees at 10% per annum interest for a period of 3 years. At the end of 3 years, what is the compound interest that I get? Compound interest is calculated with a formula or with a rule. A is equal to P into 100 plus R by 100 to the power T. A is equal to P into 100 plus R by 100 to the power T. Here, from this rule, you don't get compound interest. What is A? A is the total amount. A is the total amount. If I gave you $5,000 at 10% per annum interest, at the end of 3 years, how much money should I pay you totally? Principal plus interest together. P is principal, R is rate of interest. So I gave you $5,000 at 10% per annum interest. At the end of 3 years, how much money do I get? Which is 5,000, 100 plus 10 by 100 to the power 3. 100 plus 10 is 110. 110 by 100 is 1.1 and 1.1 cube is 1.331. If you calculate, you will get it into 5,000. So what is 1.331 into 5,000? 5 ones 5, 5 threes. So it will come to $6,655. If you calculate this, 1.1 cube will be 1.331. 1.331 into 5,000 will come $6,655. What is $6,655? It is total amount of money due. A is 6,655. Then what is compound interest? Sir, you gave me 6,655 at the end of 3 years. But I gave you 5,000. So 5,000 was the principal. So that means what is the interest I earned? The interest I earned is 1,655. So A is equal to P into 100 plus R by 100 to the power T, where A is the total amount. Then what is compound interest? Compound interest is total amount minus principal. So 6,655 minus principal is 5,000. So compound interest is $1,655. For a certain amount, for the same time period, at the same rate of interest, compound interest is always more than simple interest if the time period is more than 1 year or more than 1 month, more than whatever. Suppose I say I gave $100,000 to A at 5% per annum simple interest for 5 years. I gave $100,000 to B at 5% per annum interest for 5 years at compound interest. Who will get more money? Interest rate is same 5%. Time period is same 5 years. amount of money given is same $100,000, then the amount of money I get in compound interest is always higher than the amount of money I get in simple interest. But for 1 year, simple and compound interest are same. So what did we learn here? We learned what is the concept of interest, and I have explained to you what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest, and I have explained to you that there are only two rules here. Simple interest is PTR by 100. Compound interest is total amount is equal to principal into 100 plus rate percent by 100 to the power of time period. Now once I got total amount, compound interest is total amount minus principal. So this is the concept of interest. I hope you have understood. Thank you for watching. Please send us your feedback at our mail ID promaccoaching@gmail.com, promaccoaching@gmail.com. Also keep in touch with us at our website www.promaccoaching.com or www.promacprep.com. Thank you very much. See you again.